asleep. Stay awake, don't you fall asleep. Never fall for a fall asleep. Stay awake, don't you fall asleep. Back in my shit, back in my bag. Never backpedaling, put my back to the past. My mind is a canvas, let my words be attacked. For a while I was silent, so now for attack. Phil came back up like advice from a parent. My pen bleeds on pads cause my goal is apparent. I hear all these chumps, they just mimic like parents. Yo, I see an iPhone, not talking about Paris. Snakes in the grass, all the seem slither. Mad cause they bitter, wanna see a quitter. Jealous of a nigga, rather see you with her. Whether I'm storming or brain full of drought, I knew I was something and ethered my doubts. Never fall for a fall asleep. Stay awake, don't you fall asleep. Never fall for a fall asleep. Stay awake, don't you fall asleep. I can't stop, I won't fail. It's hell for you. You're living in hell. We don't better not. Just like a will. Some say that time shows you answers. Well, I let my grind show me answers. Some say that time shows you answers. Well, I let my grind show me answers. I let my grind show me answers. Answers, oh answers, we all search for answers. Challenge yourself and you will get one answer. Life owes you nothing, the strong will survive. Where's joy in life if you don't feel alive? A mind is a gun, thoughts are the bullets. My voice is the trigger, don't tell me what to do with it. I know what to do with it, I'ma play cool with it. Then act a fool with it, end up blue. Life is what you make it, so I make the most of it. My beef is with complacent, so I keep it rolling, bitch. I used to search for answers in the clouds, but now I don't. I done found the cure for all my wounds, I'm antidote. Never fall for a fall asleep. Stay awake, don't you fall asleep. Never fall for a fall asleep. Stay awake, don't you fall asleep. I can't stop, I won't fail. It's hell for you. You're living in hell. We don't better not. It's like a will. Some say that time shows you answers. Well, I let my grind show me answers. Some say that time shows you answers. Well, I let my grind show me answers. I let my grind show me answers.
1 2 1 2. Oh man. Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you guys are staying dry, especially we getting hit on the whole East Coast, right? Whole East Coast is getting hit right now.
Yeah, it's coming up.
It's coming up.
It's coming up, yeah.
Rain all day today, rain all day tomorrow. So hopefully you guys hold a second. Sorry. Hopefully you guys are staying dry, staying inside. You're gonna keep seeing me turn my head for a second because they got the Colorado Oregon game on and stuff. So far, tried a little fake and it worked. He is running. That's a big dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, here, what we're going to do is we're going to give you a little bit of everything today. We're going to get some finances. We're going to get some TV, movie shows. And then we're going to end it. We're going to do it our way. I want to break down some things as far as what's going on with college football now and everything. I am Truth. To my left, I guess when you're watching, you're right, is Mr. Jeff Shears, a.k.a. The Plug, a.k.a. Mr. Socks. How are you today, sir?
I'm good, man. A little wet, but I'm good. I'm good. Enjoying that rain.
Do you have a problem with the rain? Like a lot of people be like,
I don't mind I don't mind a little bit of rain. I don't mind the way it is now when I just came in, but when that shit is like
talking about the heavy downfall,
where you can't start to see and all that, I'm like, yeah, I hate it. Yeah, don't have me.
Okay.
Don't have me do anything. Don't have me do anything.
Because when I was at the chiropractor, Mr. Fred was making fun of the young lady because she was like, she wanted to go get, I guess it was a hot cold or whatever situation may be. But, like, it really started coming down. She's like, I don't want it no more.
Yep.
He's like, do you want me to go get it? She's like, really, not really. He said, I wasn't going to, but I just wanted to see if...
Just wanted to see what you was going to say. I was.
But that is him, though. Like,
yeah.
So,
yeah.
Oh, man, fucks with me. He's funny as a motherfucker, man. He truly is. Truly is.
Good guy.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. How was your week?
No. It was good, man. Not too bad. Moves being made. Decision-making years. Figure out what the fuck y'all gonna do, people. That's it. That's it.
Well, you know, we told everybody for a minute now, a while now, that they will be dealing with some what do you call that? What's the word I'm looking for? Recession or stuff that, you know, the word that they don't want to use because they don't want people to panic or whatever situation may be. But we've been telling them it's coming for about 2 years now. Who's telling you out here to get ready for this shit?
Yeah. Yeah, that shit's alive and well, people. Alive and well. Watch the prices. I guess we just rolling in the shit. But
that's how we do, baby. That's how we do.
So everything is going up. They haven't raised Jerome Powell and the boys. They didn't raise another interest rate again. They said they stabilized it for a bit, but they're not. They're double negative, shouldn't be. They're still considering possible raises in the near future. Near future, 2 months. Christmas time.
So as far as raises, is there any kind of like ballpark we're talking about here? Maybe 1%, 2%, 5, 6, like.
So they generally raise it about a quarter of a percentage. That's 0.25.
Okay.
At a time. They've been raising it this whole time. That's why interest rates are looking like 7, 8%.
All right, for those new, because I'm gonna be putting this on new platforms and everything. So for those individuals, how first time look us up. We've been telling you this shit for 2 years. Proof is already there. From when they started, like, has it been like every 2 months, 3 months? When the last time they did it?
It's been going quarterly, dude.
Quarterly,
They've been looking
so
at quarterly. So you're
okay.
talking about at least 4 times a year.
Okay.
This has been happening the past year and a half. This is when everything has come together with like, yo, everything's going up, interest rates going up. This you can easily see it, good and bad, with the raise of all these high interest bank things. The CD accounts you were inquiring about, the savings accounts I was talking about. You know, they give 5% interest rates. They weren't doing that shit 2 years ago.
Nah.
They weren't doing that shit. You get what I'm saying?
Nah.
So, you know, when interest rates goes up, but also the negatives on it. Now, when you go get a loan, interest rate high. You go get a home loan, car loan, any type of thing you need. You get what I'm saying? It involves everything goes up. A rising tide raises all ships. You know what I mean? So that's how you have to view that. Shit is still hot. Shit is still expensive. Gas is going up.
Nigga.
People, they have not been saying, usually on the news, didn't matter where you were in the nation, everybody was saying something, yo, gas this, gas that, gas. Gas steadily going up. They have not announced it, but I don't care if you get regular. I don't care if you get super XL, whatever it is. Gas is going up. Regular is about $6 at a regular bull BS station in California. Over here, we push them almost 4. Regular, it's 87.
Only time white rich people go to the hood is get gas.
I was like, can I get 83? You got any 83? I'll figure the rest out.
Nigga, I'll take 74 if you got the shit. Nigga.
Yeah, like this is a joke. So you have to be mindful when that is steadily going up. That means usage and consumption is steadily going up. We can only speak to the places we know. So we know PSE&G here in North New Jersey, Rockland County Electric in some places of North New Jersey. The wattage for your electricity is going up.
When they get you anyway.
Yeah, well, that's when it's worse. But don't have all electric heat. Forget about it. Those little dials that spin on your thing. I don't know if you got the old ones or the new ones or the little thing that's spinning this way.
They get rid of the old ones.
Yeah, the digital ones now. Yes, the price for usage is going up. Everything is going up. This is ridiculous now. They keep pushing. Electric cars are coming out. Everybody got an electric vehicle. Everybody got 2 or 3. Oh, you want it? You want a big one? Want a small one? Here you go, electric vehicles, whether you can afford them or not. The grid ain't built for them. You can't charge them. You can't run. But gas is doing well because gas is going up. Food is up. Beef still went up. Pork went up.
Of all things.
And pig had piglets. One lay about 4 or 5 in a litter. Not like a cow. You get one out. Well, okay, we're going to be a while till we get this right. No. Pork is up. I said it. You may not eat it. You may not fuck with it. Pork's in a lot of shit people don't fuck with, but I'm just trying to tell you, price is up. Everything continues to slowly rise. It's not being brought to your attention whether y'all watch the news or not. Y'all just constantly get hit with, the back end of it. Rent is up. So, y'all get the gist. We spoke of this before. Excuse me. Everything is slowly rising. One person's ability for incomes is not rising. Companies are not making the same amount of money as they were previously. So that means I don't necessarily need the same amount of people. A lot of remote jobs will be gone, are getting gone as we speak. A lot of hours are being cut. That's strategically. We kept you on. We didn't have to worry about firing you. You just now do 28 hours a week instead of the 40. That right there, I mean, we save so much. Part-time, I probably don't got to insure you.
I think the only job, sorry to cut you real quick,
you're
as far as the job situation, a lot of the jobs, I would say, if it's not, I would say some of the top 10, maybe top 20 companies, the other companies that you were still able to, work, those are the ones that are getting rid of it. The other ones, if you're fortunate to be making, I guess 6 figures or very, very close to it, those companies still don't want you to go to a building. But for them other ones, they like, you know what? Like you said, we could get 2 people out of here and then still do that. But what I've noticed they've been doing is, okay, we're gonna give you a $2-3 raise, but what we're gonna do is triple your work.
Yeah. Marcus gone, but I'll pay you more. No problem. Marcus gone. You doing 2 of Marcus. You ain't got nowhere else to go. You ain't gonna get this money quick. Where you going? I would say this, and this is just my conjecture. Watch the big companies. The big financial companies will start to lay off or they stall. This is what they call a stall. They do a hiring freeze. Boom. Yo, we looking for work, but we ain't technically hiring. You taking apps. We ain't calling you back. With interviews, we definitely don't bother putting anything else in after that. They start to slowly lay off departments. It'll be 1 or 2 departments that nobody really thought of or shit that overlaps. Banks have already started doing that. And thank God to these computers. Kind of don't really fucking need a bank until you get something that's a cash or some shit like that. Tell me I'm wrong.
You actually want to put something in your hand. Absolutely. You can move any amount of money anywhere in the world as long as you got routing and counting numbers. But if you actually want to have something you can feel in your hand, that's the only time you need them.
So, and it's been said before, there's already been a war on cash since they started that. We got exact change or use your card shit. So, the change come back. I hope it did, but a lot of y'all didn't start switching back over.
I would say you short them when they do bullshit like that.
Or they were shorting you.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like, so if my total comes to $12.18, I got $12.10. If you can't give me change back, you're not gonna short me. You have to give me something for it. Give me an extra, side or something. It's as a business, you have to provide me with proper service. And you talking about you ain't got no change, just like they try to do at the toll booths, no pennies. And the government said, as long as we make them, you got to take them. So that sound went to no pennies, please.
First off, look where the toll booths went.
You ain't lying, nigga.
Yo!
They got rid of every last one of those motherfuckers and we'll send you a bill in the mail. just mail it into us. But if you don't do it by a certain time, we're still gonna add all those
gonna
fees,
add-
all those other
yep.
shits.
Yep.
So I wish those motherfuckers, like, I bet not see a nail, a crack on any of these motherfucking highways with the amount of money you're saving by not having employees.
People, I don't know, people didn't think about it until they go on those bridges or those tollways or whatever. No easy pass, no worries. We got your camera, we know your make and model, and we got you in the front seat cruising.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Shout out to the motherfuckers who was working the system, getting that that glass dome, but not the clear one, the one that was like, it had like some kind of a tent on it.
Oh yes, yeah.
And because the where the cameras and everything is, they couldn't scan it.
Yeah.
So they were getting away with that shit for
Yeah.
a while until they
Yeah.
started cracking down.
Yeah, heavy. So pay attention to when things start to change. Companies pay for statisticians.
All day long.
They're almost future predictors. Yo, we keep doing this, we're going to be down. Guaranteed by the 15th. They're predicting. You always see them throw out those headlines, government run out of money in 2 months. Government blah, 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 yada, 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 yada. You name it. Everything goes off of a thing. It is harder for the average person to survive comfortably than it was previously. Nobody's paying attention to that. Nobody is. It's going to get hit in your face soon. The government is reinvesting the rest of the COVID money. I'll say the rest or wherever the money they put towards it into the same programs again. So we back to more SNAP, back to housing help, we're back to yada yada yada.
So it's the SNAP increased again, or it's just regular?
No
and it's not
increase.
going anywhere.
Just to free up, easy to get to it. No extra loopholes to jump through.
Okay.
Yeah, depending on the state. Don't get it twisted. You go down to Texas, it may be a little rough for you. Florida may, the red states may get your ass. I can't say you just easy walking, but you know what I mean. It appears to be they will take care of you well enough to stay on there. Not everybody will apply for these. I mean, or be selected for
Qualify for it.
Yeah, qualify. Like thank you. But what was you gonna say?
No, I was saying that you have a lot of those situations where it's like use it or lose it. We all know these motherfuckers are stealing their asses off, but it's just more lines of like, we can't steal but that much money. Like, we got to start getting rid of this shit. So like you said, we're going to start allocating it to other programs and stuff like that.
Yep.
So like you said, for those individuals who, hey, you want some furniture? I tell them, you think I'm joking, nigga. You think I'm joking. Your baby need a new bed. Even if I don't care how much money you making.
Yeah.
You got a person who got like maybe 4, 5, 6 kids.
Yeah.
There's some of these programs out here. You get a brand new bed, maybe kitchen supplies and shit like that. Better swallow that pride.
Yeah. I don't know what the next 2 years, because at some point in the game we always pay the piper. People get hit taxes. People get hit property tax, schools, whatever. Somehow, some way, somebody gonna pay. I don't know our program is gonna end. That could have been the one helping you. I don't know how, don't know when. And we all know why. But they are holding off on the big R. They're introducing these fluctuations of cash and through all these different programs to stave off a recession. Because think about it. If they're paying for your house and they're paying your PSE&G, you're really not worried about being homeless. The money you need is just for you to bullshit. And I mean bullshit need and whatever the hell, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Your 50% of your needs are already being met. You know? It's going to be a wild one. At the beginning of 24, they're going to have to bite that bullet.
Well, they're so worried about getting these greedy ass debt collectors and all that, their money, And what's happening is people who love Democrats and all this other stuff, they're worried about lacing those pockets instead of taking care of you as an individual.
Yeah.
All these prices and everything is going up, but your salary isn't.
Yeah.
And more of them people are losing jobs and stuff like that. So it's gonna come to a head sooner or later.
That's what we're approaching, and people aren't aware of it. That should be. That's the bad part of it, On top of everything else that's gonna go on and go with it. Be proactive. Be prepared to vote. You vote again next year. Let's see.
Man, we'll have to do a show just about the whole voting situation where you have people who just taught to hate a specific type of skin tone so much, or the word back in the days, because people don't understand, like, slavery was Democrats back in the days, not Republicans.
Yeah, it switched.
It's just like, you just vote a specific way because that's what you've been taught, and it gets comfortable. What's going on with these student loans, and it's going, it's not going, it's this and that. They keep playing. What's going on with it?
It's on. As of September 1st, the interest has started again. Your first payment should be due probably whenever, probably the mid-October, because October 1st is when the mark hits. So you got to start making your payments. Again, they shot down every rule for him to try to just come out with every rule.
Instead of taking that COVID money and putting it towards that.
Because that would have been too much in fluctuation to the economy. Meaning, dumb motherfuckers would have got smart and then bought a house, even if it was over their market. You get what I'm saying? Now it's like,
it's their choice. Just like the individuals
all of it.
Just like the individuals who came up when COVID first hit and they were doing the extra $600 a week. And nobody wanted to work. Everybody wanted to stay home. You didn't have so many LLCs started because of it. And you were wondering why prices started rising with food and all this shit. It's because motherfuckers weren't going back to work.
Well, again, so look, I say that's part of the solution/problem, right? When you start doing programs like this, you're interjecting money back into the economy that people aren't working or gaining off. So it's like, whatever you make, I got an extra 600. That money went places. People brought people's clothes, cars, jewelry,
Audis, baby.
houses.
I never seen so many Audis on the street before in my living life, boy.
We laugh. We talk about the home shit, and we've talked about 100 times. The home's about 100 times on here with BR and us and everything else there.
Check.
The prices are still high because the demand is
market.
there, but there's no market because they don't have anything to build a new house with. So the houses are pretty much kind of capped. All the things they're building here are now what? Big ass apartment buildings. Ain't nothing smaller than a fucking 10 unit over here.
No.
Ain't nothing smaller than a 10 unit over here.
No.
So you buying homes is going to be whatever's left. Whatever's left, that means the price is going to drive up. Guess what? Steel's still a bitch to get. Wood is still a bitch to get. You get what I'm saying? Price up. So you want me to build something? Oh, that's going to cost you double, player. Everything is up towards it. So it's all part of that strategic plan. But imagine another PPP loan go around. I'm risking it. Niggas, well, that's fine right here. No problem. Let me get that back. No problem. We talked about the people who scammed, we'll say allegedly scammed, right? And got caught. All the rappers, all of the motherfuckers there.
It's doing serious time, nigga.
We didn't flip it. How about the motherfuckers who who got the PPP loan, couldn't match everything up to not pay it back, but flip that money into extra, so they just paid back whatever it is before the rest of the interest kicked, because the interest was based on whatever your financial lender institution was. And we didn't even pay attention to how that money really came down. So now look at his free money. It's not the money from the bank. The government gave money to the bank to expense out. You see what y'all missing the motherfucker? It's not the bank taking Mike's and Kevin's money and then turning around to give it the truth. It was it's the banks taking the fucking government money and just gave it away. And said, hey, if you don't, you pay us back under this terms and interest. But if I had flipped that, if you gave me $100,000 and I flipped that $100,000 to 200, here's your 100 and 105,000 because I made the first payment and my bad with the interest. I didn't meet all the checks, but here you go. I just walked away with 95.
Beautifully, with a smile on my face.
Well, you get a free 95.
Gotta learn how to work the system.
And this is just dumb, simple, super duper mathematics on it. You know, not saying anything else, but it was a 6-question loan. We saw it. A 6-question loan. What? What the fuck is this? Yo.
But that was the thing about the whole situation where instead of doing research, because, you know, we have many computers, no matter you want that or my other Apple crappy-ass phone is over there, but no matter what kind of phone you have or carrier you have, you could have looked up, researched, and did exactly what Jeff talked about. Take that, flip it, give them what they owe, and you good.
What if you hit a lick? You hit a lick on crypto. You took that money out, hit a lip on crypto, took your principal back out, paid them goofballs off with a little bit of whatever. Yo, you know what? Here's the first payment. Boom! Here's the whole thing, the second payment. Plus whatever the interest rate is, whatever it was, they were still low at that time. They were still low. Here we go with the interest. Here with the interest rates. They were still super fucking low. Here you go. No problem. My bad. I gave back the money plus whatever. You know, I abided to your rules. You pocket the rest and skedoodle. So now, nobody's talking about the amount of people that did that. But they quick to tell you how
this rapper and that rapper just worked the system or whatever.
This person frauded it and he didn't have a business and he just took his thing. But then they want to turn around and say, well, you know, Cheesecake took it one too. But they was doing real good because Cheesecake probably did the same fucking shit we did. They fucking gave the money back. And that's what they reported. You get what I'm saying? It was like, yo, we gave the money back. Oh, they mean the free money, the free loan we just gave you?
We took it, flipped it, gained some interest on it,
and gave that shit right back. Right. Turns out we didn't need this.
Like I said, unfortunately, people saw, and this is why I would say the whole reparations situation, as far as giving the black people money or whatever, they're gonna give it right the fuck back. I don't think they'll sit there and watch the country burn before they do that shit. I'm telling you right now. So many motherfuckers. When David Chappelle made that skit, you laughed, you joked, but that was the realest shit in the fucking world. 90% of the motherfuckers is gonna get a shit right the fuck back, and you got 10% that would know what to do.
It's literally what happened. So you had people, people lined up to buy old houses. I'm sitting there watching houses on my old block. I was like, yo, that shit's been dilapidated for the longest. I said the foundation got to be cracked. Nigga, line all the way around the corner, people just to view the fucking house.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm not mad at anybody for their hustle, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But with the grade up, just like anytime you watch a regular stock, oh, doing great today? Guess what tomorrow is? A drop. We're going to get to this tomorrow. They just pushing that motherfucker off.
Yep.
They keep adding hours. It's about 48 hours in this motherfucking day at this point. They just pushing it off. They know it's coming. They know it's viable. It's going to happen. I really don't want it to fucking happen.
Facts.
And I want to take advantage. So here's what the banks are saying. People are late paying these mortgages, these new high interest mortgages.
Hell yeah.
You talk about 60 days. Vehicles, the rate of 30-day non-payment, 3 months non-payment, that's 90 days, with non-payment on a vehicle has went up to 76%.
Gosh.
You automatically in repo land.
Well, we talked about it. You technically
Your first month, you sitting there, you playing with repo man.
You can afford with just about any car you want. It's the upkeep. Cars do break down, some more than others, but
Look, I don't make the shit up. I don't even try to play. The data's out there. You just have to compile it together. They did theirs, but they don't want to share it because that shit looks crazy. That shit because everything points to what they were saying.
No.
When you have those big financial dudes saying recession, I can't knock them. But I say pay attention to the shit. You know what I'm saying? We all went outside. Damn, it look cloudy out this motherfucker. Wind is kicking up. Oh man, should I go to the beach? No, dummy. No.
Hoodie season, baby. Hoodie season.
So just be mindful, people. Things are happening around us all the time. You don't have to be in 100% of the things. You will drive yourself crazy. Pay attention to a lot of the things, especially the big things, because shit is realistic, right? I'm gonna buy a house and I know my job is temporary. No. There's a lot of motherfuckers who did that. And angling when I'm gonna bring in cousin Lou, my sister Joe, and my brother Kev. You get what I'm saying? And we gonna try to get this house to keep it. I fuck with you. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at that at all. But if two of y'all niggas fall, y'all all done.
It's over.
I want to sit there and collect. I'm not mad at anybody getting ahead. Just pay attention, make a plan, budget. Jobs are up in the air unless you have one of those jobs that shape the economy. Either you depend on a bad economy. You know who he is, who depend on a bad economy. We out here hiring. Talking about
all day, nigga.
Come on down.
Business is good.
Yes. And then you have the others not. You know what I'm saying? But if you have one of these jobs that depend on shit, let's put it this way. We don't get no money to infuse into the economy for people to buy food at home. DoorDash, Uber take a hit. And we watch that shit happen already. So somebody tell me I'm wrong. They making plans with the Uber vehicles. Don't go up 5th Street in the middle of New York. You want to get double tolled twice,
like
once a day. Look.
Shout out to the Latin community, boy. Them motherfuckers know how to corner the market. You go to the Walmart, niggas camped up.
Yep.
Camped up, just ready for the mortars. So they do all day long. They do the same thing at Amazon, the food supply place. They camp up. They wait for it hit. They get them little $60, $70 blocks, and they do that shit all day long.
But that's only because people have the influx of cash.
But they do it like
a card or whatever it is.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
when that shit die, DoorDash die, the restaurants go back to dying. You get what I'm saying? It's this thing. You're gonna be like, oh, what happened? What happened?
Motherfuckers don't want to shop for themselves anyway. And it's crazy though. Like everybody thought Amazon was crazy when they started taking Snap. They knew what the fuck they were doing.
That was
They knew what the fuck. Now all of a sudden, all these companies want to take it too. They want to take it too. Motherfucking Dollar General, Dollar Tree, everybody want that shit now. So again, no matter what they give it out the 1st and the 15th, twice a month or whatever situation may be. I'm always gonna eat because I got groceries. Niggas always going to buy groceries. And for those motherfuckers who got 12, 15, 16 kids or little kids that can't get out the house.
I'm waiting for Instacart and all them fools to put that shit on there.
Well, with
if
them,
they haven't.
They haven't. I'm not sure if they did because you have certain companies who one or other the same company or bougie-ish. It was like we don't want that type of situation anyway.
Yeah, I get it. But it's coming because that's where the money is.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Don't get that shit.
You're gonna have to pivot.
Look,
you're gonna have to pivot.
Chick-fil-A didn't want to get out of the motherfucking South for the longest, and they'll be in those places. Now them motherfuckers, you tripping over them motherfuckers.
Gazillionaires, niggas, lines around the back, and them niggas just refuse to open up on Sundays. Still made billions.
So that's all I'm just trying to say. That's all. Look, I get it. They're gonna play the game as much as they can. They're going to finagle and maneuver. It's really gonna be something here. We're gonna see a lot of this. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Absolutely.
So things will be created, things will be destroyed. Some people gonna get ahead, and a lot of motherfuckers won't. I don't know how we're gonna fare. Just set yourself up to be in a better position.
Well, we've been like broken record. Like we've been explaining stuff to you guys for years about where to get a job, what field to work in. No matter what's going on or what the situation, these fields will always need. Like Jeff talked about, we'll always need people. Like the trade. Like I was saying, like computers can't fix computers, unfortunately. So this is where trade people come in. It don't matter what kind of trade you get one, and you'll always have a job.
Yeah. Skills are becoming slightly more important than education. To learn these skills is an education. So, it depends on job reliability. We all need a plumber.
We're lying because you don't want to do it.
Bezos, Bill Gates, you name them. They all need a plumber. They need HVAC. I'm going to leave it at that. So when they come up in here, this shit look nice. Yeah, my rate is $7,000 an hour.
And they pay it.
And they going to pay it.
You tell a nigga
clearly.
in Texas, in the middle of summer or Las Vegas, when the motherfucker's 120 at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, that they don't have no AC.
Yeah. So,
or if you want to be MGM, who decided not to pay that.
Oh God, yeah.
You didn't want to pay that bribe, so that other company paid that shit quick, nigga.
They were losing millions per hour. That's how much money they make with gambling. So, yeah, that's what. So that's the reality of the thing. Does the cost outweigh? Does the benefits outweigh the cost?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I view that. Look, I'm not saying that the house is so high, don't buy it. You might stumble upon a gem, and that's what you should be looking for. Buy it with high interest. You keep your credit good. When the interest rate starts to drop in a couple years, go fucking refinance, re-up. Don't need much to go down, player. I'm gonna need this shit to go down. You get what I'm saying? Does it out-benefit? If you get yourself on a multi-family property for a decent price, you get to rent out the rest of those rooms. Guess who's paying that high-ass mortgage? They is.
Do it. Buy it.
Yeah.
Live there. Let them pay.
Yep.
Save that money up. Buy another one.
The chances are there. People are learning this stuff. People are jumping at it. Pay attention to it. This ain't time to live the Disney fairy tale princess life.
Yeah. That shit gonna get you homeless.
Yeah, this is the time to live that motherfucking point blank. I know I need to shoot him here and go there and do this life.
And remember, men, you can't get over like women can. Nah, just tell you.
Not here.
Pretty face, fat ass, and titties will get them a lot more places than you, sir.
Better believe it, man.
Sorry.
Damn shame. All right, what else we got?
All right, let's get a couple of TV shows that are out. We think you guys take a look at. Let's see. Did I not do this? Wrong one. Sorry. All right. Spin-off from the, I guess, massive saga of the John Wick family. They were talking about for a while, and it finally came out, is the Continental. Now, mind you, this is one of the two, I should say, that they've started. The other one is the Ballerina.
Okay.
That'll be coming out soon also. So this is supposed to be the early years, John Wickish, not John Wick, before John Wick type situation. But it's 3 parts. It's not like, it's just season 1, season 2. They're going to drop 3 separate times. The first one is out. You got a lot of mixed reviews on it, but you know, a lot of times you listen to critics, a lot of times you don't. So I would say, you know, use your own. I guess your own. Give it a chance. Don't give it a chance, but see what you can come up with. What you think about it, Jeff?
I'm interested in it. I like the lore. I like the background. This is going to build up and all that other stuff. It's going to show you how the dude who runs the hotel, that's who this guy's supposed to be. In his youngest year,
Right.
obviously, you know.
Winston.
Yeah. And how he hooked up with the black guy, R.I.P. I forget this guy's name. He died
guy
in real
from
life.
The Wire.
Yeah. And how they hooked up. This is supposed to be his whole background story. I'm down for the lore. The only thing that killed me was just on Peacock. If this was HBO, I think you know, we're gonna get the bang bang, shoot 'em up. Here's 2 bazookas, blow up the building, blah 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 blah. You know, what we're gonna get here?
I don't know, because another show we're going to talk about that is on the Peacock Network is violent as shit. Talking about head cut off and
I get violent, but you know, money went to John Wick.
yeah.
There's many blank bullets and fancy ass suits. Everybody, you get what I'm saying? It's like, oh, y'all was spending it. I don't know how much they're gonna spend the same thing on a
I would
TV
say overall
version.
budget, getting the right,
Right. And it's
you
only
know,
3
writers,
episodes.
directors.
Yeah. It's gonna be the not Agents of Shield. It's gonna be the the hell is just the one with Nick Fury, the one that just passed. That ended up being trash. Secret Invasion.
Oh, that was trash.
That's what I'm saying. The niggas said they spent over 100 mil. I was like, where? I was like, where?
That shit went just to get Sam there. That shit was trash.
Yeah, it was 20. They said it was 20 for him. And I said, I ain't mad at the player. I would have been like, yeah, 20, I'll get it done. Look,
Trash.
thank you.
Trash.
So you see what I'm saying? I was just like, I don't know. That's the only thing that killed it. I just knew for certain if it was on a different network, that quality was gonna be quality. But it's in Peacock. Their main thing that owns them is part of the Universal. That's all the family. They ain't letting that one get away. They're not letting that one get away. I get it. I'm gonna check it out though. Everybody do their own judgment.
Yeah, so I'll check it out sometime today. I started one of the other ones, so we'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right. Special ops. All right. We talked about it a while, but again, it's new. So this is the greatest shit on TV right now. I'm sorry.
It's one of the best. Look,
Nah, this is ain't shit fucking with this shit.
the 3-4 episodes I saw about half the series. I agree.
The greatest shit on television right now.
You know, some money was put into this. It was just enough. They have some good character, good actors. Don't tell me that top 3 didn't take a good check.
What?
Don't tell me that top 3 on there
What?
didn't take a good check. So they spent some money. They spent some money on this. They knew it was gonna come back. It's a Viacom production under the MTV brand logo. They spent some money on this. This is the quality I would expect from the Continental.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Well, we should have got. I feel what you're saying.
Okay, this is Paramount. Would have been up in the air if I just saw that and been like, but it turned out really good, right? Same thing like I'm looking at with Peacock. I'm like, but I would know for certain if it was like HBO or something. You know, I'd be like, they put some money in this.
Better budget.
Or Apple. Yeah, I was like, they put some money in this. Let's get this going. Yeah. But this is flames. This is good.
Great shit on.
I did not expect it to be as good as what it was. I thought it was going to be a throwaway. I think it's even better than the other one with Hawkeye. Why can't
Oh,
I
hell
remember the boy name?
no. Absolutely not.
You don't think it's better than
This is not better than Mayor of Kingstown.
Word?
No, nigga. No.
Oh, I don't know.
No. I mean,
They there. They both there.
The fact that they're on the same network
Yeah.
tells you something right away with as far as
Right.
great actors, but a better script.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if you put a phenomenal actor in a phenomenal fucking script, what you're going to get. It tells you right here. This is what you're going to get. With people you believe, the fact that they're conflicted about what they're doing. You were my teacher, now I'm the student, but now I am a teacher, but I have a student, and everything that everyone's going through, and you're built for this, but you're not built for that. And we talked about just the fact that they refused to let her know anything about her target
Right.
on purpose, so she wouldn't slip up and say a name or whatever situation may be. It was fucking genius.
Yeah.
Genius. Best shit on television, man.
I
Sorry.
get you. Look, they both fire.
I tell you right now, I've watched, I think, 1 or 2 episodes every single day. Every single day.
Well, it's coming back, so.
Well, I was so up in the air about that situation. It was like, I wanted to come back, but then I don't. Because it was like, it was so good.
You want to leave it alone.
I want you to leave it alone because, like, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about the Game of Thrones situation. You had 7 or 6 massive seasons, and you destroyed it with the last one. You destroyed the entire fucking franchise with the way you ended it. And with this, the way it ended, you really want to know. Then it's like, okay, you're going to come back with the same characters, or you're going to bring a new lioness?
I would say a new lioness.
Like, you know what I mean? But then I really want to see the story between, you know what I mean, the 2 young ladies. Like, because that made you fall in love with the story even more.
Right.
And you like, there's no way in hell she's going to slay this dude. And then she got caught off guard and she just snapped. Like, the training kicked in. I said,
Yeah.
because this was supposed to be one of the most hated people in the world, horrible person. He was just this sweet old guy. It caught me off guard. I'm like, this nigga cool as shit. Where's all that hatred and shit everyone was talking about? Then she got caught off guard and she snapped. So, perfect.
Gotcha.
Perfect command. All right. Mrs. Davis. Again, on Peacock. I only watched 1 episode.
How'd you like it?
I'm conflicted. Which is why I'm going to watch at least another episode or 2.
Yeah, it's all out. The whole series.
Hey, the whole series is out. You don't have to worry about. Same thing with Ops. It's done. About this situation, I want to know what the fuck artificial intelligence want with the what do you call that shit? Oh, what do they call that? The Holy Grail.
Holy Grail.
It has to be a person behind it. But again, 1 episode. I think this young lady is a phenomenal actress. She does action very well. She's played on a lot of movies that had action and violence or whatever. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bunch of filled with a bunch of people I know or for main thing. Like, obviously, she's the main character. She's the biggest star I've seen in it so far. But I like its action. It's violent. You can tell this young lady had a past, and which is why she became a nun. That was disguising as, you know, some kind of, paybacker or whatever situation may be. She has a lot of penance that she wants to do. So she's hiding from something, and hopefully I would see throughout the course of the season what she's running from, why she is who she is. But again, it's violent, very violent. So if you like action, this is for you.
Okay. It's good. It's pretty good. I watched some episodes on it, and it unfolds the story really good. So I fucks with this one.
Yeah, definitely gonna keep watching. All right, Ahsoka. To me, the second biggest thing that's out right now.
Okay.
I think this is what season 2 of The Mandalorian was. Not 3, because they destroyed 3 to get you ready for this and all the other shit that they're gonna do. But episode 5 was pure fucking genius. Pure fucking genius. I knew 6 was gonna be trash because you're dealing with the fallout from 5.
Right.
It was a waste episode. I'm not saying it's trash. It just was a waste episode. You knew you were gonna get that.
Okay.
But very well done. They're introducing everyone well, and this is really hitting well with the people who watch the Clone Wars and stuff like that, because they're paying tribute to it, especially when Luke showed up and, you know, I want to help you with your training, and they did a whole flashback thing, and you got to see a glimpse of Vader and what he would have been like if he didn't have if he didn't go through Mufasa and deal with the disformed figures or whatever, he had the blade, he had the Sith eyes and everything. He was Anakin, just Sith Anakin. So it was good. But I think it was very well done. So far, I'm really liking this season.
I'll say this. I didn't watch Rebels, anything like that. I peeked in, I peeked
Just like
out.
me, I didn't watch it, right?
And not that I didn't watch it because it was cartoons or kiddies. I got no problem watching the cartoon. I was like, all right, man, it's too much lore there. It's too much to just go back and catch up on just to catch into this. Is this the whatever 5th, 6th season of Rebels? Yeah, that's what it feel like. It's what it feel like. The first 2-3 episodes, it's hard to stay in it for me. Especially coming off of what's the other Star Wars one?
Boba Fett
was the thief. No, that got caught.
from
the
Star.
and they were just building it.
Andor, some shit like that.
Yes,
that shit was good as a motherfucker. Hey.
So Mandalorian started to go trash. I was
Well,
like, all right, bro.
I knew it was gonna happen after season 2, and they wanted to introduce so much shit.
Yeah, I was like, please don't drop this fucking ball. Boba Fett, no thank you.
I mean, after episode 2 was trash.
Yeah, I was like,
1
no
and
thank
2,
you.
especially episode 2 of Boba Fett, phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then it just went plummeted.
Fell purposely, turned left, just went, I'm going up the cliff. Just went off. I don't need that lore shit. I need that Andor style. We know we here. All this shit before Rey and all of them. Yeah, we know what's happening. We know he about to launch the Death Star. We know what's good. I want that hard shit. Yo, we was in the streets. Nigga. We was shooting. We was killing.
I think that's what
We was
Obi-Wan did.
Yeah. Even Obi-Wan was better. Thank you. I forgot about him. Even that one was better than this.
I said it was just more lines of like, the greatest, like, Star Wars has the greatest bad guy in anything. I don't give a fuck. You want to talk Thanos, whatever. They have the greatest bad guy.
I like the interpretation of Vader when he came in for Obi.
Yeah.
When he was just boom, motherfuckers, walking through like it's me.
That was it, because you was always told about how cruel he was, how much of a savage he was. And then Obi-Wan Kenobi, you saw this nigga drag the child and snap the child's neck. Like, you saw Savage Vader.
That's what we need.
And if you could, like, Vader's story's never been told. It's been told about what he did, but not how he did it, the things he went to. Imagine if they ever do the Star Dude.
Star Dude?
Yeah, oh, gosh. Oh, from the video game.
Oh, the guy with the robot?
No, the Death Star. I forgot. I'm sorry, guys.
Death Star.
It was the one guy that Vader had as a pupil, and he was a savage. He was worse than Vader. So, like, if you could give me that, like, you could tell his story, and that's what's making everyone so with Ahsoka, because you got to see Anakin. You never saw him before. You got to see like I said, episode 5, him flashing back and forth with that whole Vader situation. Or with Obi-Wan Kenobi, you saw Vader go ape shit. You know what I mean? In the mask and the voiceover, and they brought Earl Jones back, whatever. Record every word you have to, because, nigga, you can never change that voice.
Yeah.
Fuck what you say.
Don't even
Never.
bother.
You could never change
Please,
that
don't
voice.
bother. Yeah, don't even
Never
bother.
happen. Never happen.
Yeah, so if I got catching up on this was a struggle for me. It would like to go into stay into it. That's why I said I'm waiting. I know I got 3 in the can. I'm going in. Everybody's raving 5.
5, nigga.
Everybody
when
raving.
they said 5 was in the movie theater, I'm like, what for?
Yeah.
And do you watch? He was like, yeah, I'd pay for that shit.
Yeah.
Full price, nigga.
Yeah, they said Thrawn back. So I've seen that. I was like, good. All right, now it's opening it up to something. I like it. And it's paying a lot of fan service to all you Rebels, all you cartoon watchers. Y'all loving it. I got it. Cool. But this shit was struggling. Stop giving me these bullshit series. I don't want to see Mandalorian 4.
They bringing it back, because you guys see Grogu turn into a Mandalorian. Then you had the animal that was in the water. I think 4 would be back to what it was. I think 3 was again
I
was a
think 4 is
throwaway.
gonna be too much Mandalore. Like
It's supposed to go back to what 1 and 2 was. Him and
Yeah.
Grogu.
Yeah.
With all the different characters type shit
Good.
situations.
I was like, get away from that motherfucking planet. We can visit once in a blue. Please get back to the fucking shooting and booting and let this little motherfucker become a savage bounty hunter. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what 4 is supposed to go back to.
Right. And his species lives long enough so you can now throw that motherfucker in the new Star Wars with the Rey, whoever comes back. He like, boom, here's old little Yoda.
That Ray shit was it was the CEO because she's a female and it's that woman power shit. So you wanted to make a movie, and of all females, you made that where you could have made Leia because Leia was a Jedi and she was trained. You could actually show that. You decided to bring Ray back, and no one's gonna go watch that shit. I'm sorry.
Once they had Leia breathing in space, nigga, I was done, nigga. When they had that yeah, that bitch just.
My thing is you showed that.
I was like,
okay,
what?
because in a lot of the books or whatever, Leia was trained as a Jedi. That's Vader's daughter, so of course she's powerful with the Force. You could have gave me that.
Yeah.
Not Ray, nigga.
Yeah.
Who you didn't want to kiss a black guy, but she could have kissed a horse and all this other shit. But you ain't wanted to kiss the one dude who was chasing after the whole fucking movie. I'm sorry.
And then they prepped the movie like he was getting the Force, nigga. Every fucking clip or TV show, he out there swinging the motherfucker. He going up against the guy.
And then Palpatine's daughter, of all people. I'm just saying.
I'm like, come on, bro.
Sorry.
Yeah, they need a writing network like Marvel. Like, well, what's the name be doing? Yo, we all getting together. This is the main storyline. Don't be over here and talk about this shit. Come right back to here.
Scrap. Do it all over.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit, nigga. Do it over. Scrap.
I don't care if you filmed everything.
Scrap.
Yeah, burn it.
Burn it.
We don't need it. You know, I don't care. You going too far left for me. Stay to the script. I know you got some heat. And the first 3 was so hard to get in the motherfucker. So fucking hard to get into it. I was just like, yo, why am I here? Bitch, you gave the ball away? What you doing? You trying to fight these two and you just letting the shit just sit there glowing up? like take me. No, me, nigga. Don't even worry about him. Just take me. Like, bitch, what's wrong with you? You ain't going for backup? You ain't What are we doing? Like it was just killing me.
Ahsoka could have been just episode 5, and it would have been one of the greatest.
And that's what it should have been. Word up, that's what it should have been.
Symmetry, the photos, like that shit was masterful.
That's what it should have been, dude. It should have just been.
We'll see.
Oh.
All right, so I want to end on this, and I know a lot of people's talked about it. Thought I had in there, and I want to break it down from a little bit different. It may anger people. I'm sorry. I'm a Gemini. I could care less. Plus, I'm an asshole. Sorry. Throw on top of it. But I want to talk about this whole Coach Prime situation. And you have some people still mad at the Jackson State situation, some people not. You have people upset with the Colorado situation and, how, he went in there, the way he went in there and pretty much told everyone to go in the portal. Some people took it the wrong way, but I'll get into that in a second. So first I want to talk about his first stomping grounds. All right? So this is Deion Sanders, a.k.a. Coach Prime. I want to let you know what his annual base salary was in Jackson State.
Okay.
And what his now that at the bottom is not, we'll go into a little more, but that's not his technically annual salary-ish. But we'll get a little more in details on that situation. So let's keep it going. All right. So this was his contract at Jackson State. Help me out, Jeff.
Deion Sanders' contract with Jackson State is a 4-year, $1.2 million deal that includes at least $120,000 in annual performance incentives and an automatic extension for an 8-win season.
Okay, so again, we know he at the end, his last year, he won it all. Now his base salary was this. He was supposed to get ticket money and all this other stuff. And
Talking about Jackson State.
Jackson State, and it was, there's always this big debate. He did, he didn't, he was promised, he wasn't promised, or whatever the situation may be. All right, let's give it a little further.
1. 4 home games, approximately $16.2 million in revenue was generated for Jackson's businesses, a drastic increase from $7.2 million in 2017. 2. 2022 SWAC football championships, approximately $8 million in revenue generated.
All right, so again, this is a man who took a program. Again, we're talking about HPC. He got the number one, I guess you would say, prospect and hunter to come there because of him. This is a man who coached his kids from Little League to junior high school and the college. Now, mind you, his oldest son was playing someplace else, and then he decided to come and play with his father. Some people may not know that, all right? So he generated all this money, but he still decided to leave, all right? And I tell people sometimes, and sometimes people cool with it, sometimes they're not, but sometimes all black ain't right. It just don't work out all black sometimes.
All right, so I don't want to throw salt in there, and I'm asking truly because I don't know. How long was he at Jackson State?
So he was there about 3 or 4 years.
So that's a long ass time. It wasn't that we looking like he just started the day before. That when everybody makes the argument, it looks like that nigga started in October and he left on November 15th. You get what I'm saying? So 3-4 years. So that's 3 seasons at least. 3 seasons.
Right.
3 seasons. Stay there. What's the other thing? He had those stipulations in here. Performance, anxiety views. He was winning his last season. He won it all. We don't. Nobody's discussing the season prior. I'm sure he won a good enough of a point.
He hit all his incentive base.
So he hit all his incentive bases.
Right. But
so he may have not gotten paid.
Well, what happened is he wound up having to put a lot of his own money.
So he
back
may
into
have
the
not
program.
gotten. So right. So then he may have not gotten paid, or whatever, or felt
Ticket
the money
sales
was
that he was
there. Right.
Allegedly, I'm say it this way, ticket sales money that he was supposed to get, he never got. So a lot of people, and remember, like that school's went through a lot of presidents.
Gotcha.
And unfortunately, when you start doing that, they'll let you know money wasn't going right.
Fair enough.
Money wasn't right. So what he did is what kills me is like a lot of people forget at the end of the day, this is a business.
It's always.
And I gotta do what's best for me and mines. And if a better deal comes out there, some people are gonna take it. Especially if I feel like I'm not being properly compensated or taken care of. All right, let's keep it moving. Get this out of here. There you go.
Deion Sanders' contract with Colorado is a 5-year deal worth up to $29.5 million, and that's before any bonuses or incentives. So they paid him way more than after. Let me finish the other side. After year 3, the contract specifically calls for a renegotiation period where either party can request a modification to salary, benefits, or other details. So before you even bother to go to another slide.
Yeah.
That sounds like how they negotiate the NFL contracts. I will say this. So again, he was at Jackson
State
for
University.
3. Let's just call it 3 years.
Right.
Where did he coach before that? I know he was a player.
It was an offensive coordinator for his son's high school team.
So okay, so his first year in college football, first time in college football.
Yeah, first time coach.
Everybody signs a shitty contract the first time around, right? People getting off the draft, I mean, they're going to get big money, but they're not sitting there like, they're not renegotiating shit like they motherfucking off the star quarterback off the cow. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that stopped a long time ago when
Right.
a lot of these college players were coming in. Like I think Jamarcus Russell was the last one. to get a 5-year, $140 million. He wound up being statistically one of the worst quarterbacks ever because of, I guess a lot of the off-field stuff.
So here you go. He gave 3 years and improved the school and the team, the program. Fuck it.
They already showed you the money he brought in.
program.
Right.
He did. He met his quotas. He met his expectation points. I don't remember anything about him talking shitty about the school.
It's not in him. It's not the type of person he is.
So fair enough. He's a show-off motherfucker. He always been that way since he played.
He's not a disrespect.
Right.
He won't disrespect a human being.
So stay with me.
All right.
I ain't talk bad about the company, but the company can't meet my benefits. We negotiated it. They couldn't meet it. I didn't go in there and badmouth them. Maybe he probably didn't even sue him. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? So, if he's building other stuff outside of the program for the school, he's sitting here doing way more. Traditional, whatever school, white institution is going to pay him. He already got more paid coming off the field before even winning any games. They beat that contract. Before we even continue, if he plays the rest of this season out phenomenally, which we already know, he stacked the odds in his favor. I don't know what Colorado ranked before. Colorado was trash.
Weren't ranked. Last year they were 1-11. 1-11. One victory.
So let's just speak.
And 11 losses.
So we're gonna speak in generalities. I'm the dumb guy here. I don't follow up all the certain, right? So pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yeah. Fair enough to say.
Yeah.
He improved. He's going to improve that team because he stacked the odds in his favor because he had everybody coming. He fired the team, fired the previous kids, and got all his other team did.
All right, so put it to it this way.
I don't know if that's up on you or anything.
No, we can do it. Talk about it. This is why I love what we do. Out of every last student that was there last year, only 10 stayed as far as a college pro.
So he fired
football.
the team.
So a lot of players entered the transfer portal, which allows kids to go to other schools and not have to deal with taking a year off and all this other nonsense. But what he also did is he also brought in 86 new players.
Again, that sounds like a brand new fucking team to me.
And that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
He brought in a brand new team, the most by far. Now, the second underneath that was only 29 players. Just really let that sink in.
Yeah.
The school closest to what Colorado's did, bringing in 86 new, was 29. So he pretty much tripled or doubled with a little extra what that other school did as far as bringing in new players. Now, mind you, they already said from day one it's going to take a while to build the program up.
Okay? Colorado said this.
It's going to take a while to. I mean, any coach that goes into a situation, especially if you're coming off of that kind of season, and what you do is you bring in that many new players, you're going to take a while to get the ball rolling. This is why that 3 years, if you get the program rolling, 3 years, we'll renegotiate the contract, whatever. And then what Deion did with that is he dropped a nuclear bomb on it. So you went from 1-11, no rank, to starting the year, no ranked, 86 new players. Only 10 of the players who stayed last year stayed and are contributing into this year. And what does he do? As of now, he's 0-3. I mean, 3-0. They're getting their ass whipped right now. I'm sorry. But he's 3-0. Not only is that, but you beat a ranked team right off the bat. TCU, who went to the championship game the year prior. And you beat them. Then you beat Nebraska. Then you beat Colorado State. So, obviously, no one thought he would start off 3-0. Not just 3-0, and I'm going to show you with the money side of it, but 3-0, and now you have concerts on the sidelines. You have Lil Wayne bringing them in. You have The Rock. You have all the rappers on the sideline. You have his glasses that made millions.
So he's generating extra money for the school.
Oh, I'm gonna show you.
And yeah, they didn't even account for.
No,
and nowhere in
because
the
no one expected him to do this good this early. Again, when no one did, no one ever.
I don't even think it's that. I'm gonna be 100%.
Give it to me.
I don't think. Look, the games are garnering attention, whether they win, lose, or draw.
You're not lying.
Whether they win, lose, or draw. He's always been a flashy dude. He's the hottest thing smoking in college football. Other people may just go there to watch, just for the hell of it. People who don't never go there.
Never watched college before. Never sat there, whatever. Now, mind you, the last game they played was at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
The highest ratings ever.
So
9.3 million people watched.
So
and
look.
stayed up to 2 o'clock in the fucking morning.
So look, you have a whole transition of the team. I'm gonna be 100. It's easier to swing a team, and he got the okie doke while the kids enter in the portal. He got the okie doke on them by having enough players that played together at some point under him. So I know how this coach like it. I know I'm gonna run like this. I know how to. You get what I'm saying? This is the plays. We familiar with the shit. Sprinkle his 10 in, whatever the fuck he like. And you had a 0 team. So even winning one game would have probably statistically met your quota.
Right.
Because you were that low. I'm assuming because you were that low. That's something you do in business all the time. You never take the highest ranked place because you think it's the nicest and its greatest. It's already at its peak. It can't go no higher. You take the lowest motherfucker, and all you got to do is clean the floor, and people are praising you. You know what I'm saying? And he came in with the okie doke. Now, 3 years? 3 years works in his favor. We're watching the game now. 0. They had 0. Okay. You might get your first loss. Cool. It's gonna happen. You're not going 100 sweep all of them.
They're a second half team. It is,
Yeah.
but it's like you said.
You're not sweeping them.
If he's doing this year one without the superstars of college, what is he gonna do now where you have the big boys? Because that's where you win it, up in the trenches, when he was able to get the number ones and 4 or 5 star offensive linemen and 4 or 5 star defensive linemen to come to his school. That's going to, again, putting money in the players' pockets. I'm going to show you later. We'll talk about that in a few. As far as where, with the NIL, this is how these kids are able to put money in their pocket now with these deals. And now you have the coaches. Now, mind you, you got phenomenal coaches. You have NFL player, Hall of Fame players showing up to practice, okay? Coach Prime's son is working with Tom fucking Brady on a regular basis. He's showing them, this is what I look at this play. He's not calling them. He's not zooming them. He's literally on the fucking field showing the kid what he sees, how to see. And mind you, right now, before this game, he's the number 1 ranked quarterback in college football.
So what's the pay structure? What you gonna bring with your next?
All right, so just to break down the NIL deal, as far as what allows these kids to start getting money, okay? 2 of the top 5 is on his team. I just want you to understand that, all right? 2 of the top 5 guys, where is it? Is on his team, okay? Number 1 is his son, who's bringing in about $3 million from the NIL deal.
Okay.
Number 4 is the do-it-all cornerback wide receiver who plays 130 fucking snaps per game, Travis Hunter, who's bringing in $1.2 million. He's number 4. So, again, you have 2 guys who are on the same team or the top 5 players in college sports right now. Now, think about that. It's not just college. It's where they're at. Do you understand how expensive it is to live in fucking Colorado, people? Don't you understand that? The amount of money that's out there. Really think about this shit. The amount of money in boosting that's up there in Colorado, where they even talked about, if you follow their YouTube page, where they broke down the price difference of living in Jackson, Mississippi, what you can buy there to what you're buying here when they were looking for an apartment or a place to stay. It told you the price difference. There's so much money there. As a player, to go there, you think these local store owners, because there's a lot of business behind college football, people.
Of course.
A lot of shit going. You think the local guy who has the T-shirts or whatever, who's up? I'm up. All right, 1.5. 1.5. Because right now you can't even the white hat, you can't even get that shit in sale. That shit is back stock 4 months. The white hoodie, 4 months. You can't even order it. You can order it, but you ain't getting it for 4 months because everything's sold the fuck out. So if Jeff, you own that sweater company, and I got Buy coming in, best offensive lineman, I want him to come here. What you think Jeff gonna do?
So yes, they are tradition. So the kids get money off of that.
Right, the way the NIL deal now, and it's not just, and this is the thing, like, and this is what I wanted to point out. You have you have the Alabamas, you have the Georgias, you have all these other schools. Now, mind you, even the team they're playing against right now in Oregon, who's backed by Nike, and you got Bo Nix, one of the top best quarterbacks, isn't making as much as them two guys.
Now see, that's something where these kids will probably hit the portal, talk to the people of the program. Yo, my man, what's the name is not paying me right. I think I want to do my senior year at school. They do wherever.
Now, not only are you going to play under Coach Prime, who's going to bring all these Hall of Famers and stars into our locker room. Again, we're in Colorado. And the point where we at Boulder.
Okay, now Boulder's expensive. You up in the mountains.
This
Boulder,
is
Aspen. Yeah.
This is where the school's at.
This
Boulder.
ain't the state.
No.
Down in the fucking hills.
We're not talking about where you. No. We're talking about Boulder. And like I said, Jeff owns that T-shirt company.
Yeah.
And Jeff wants to help his revenue. I'm going to show you that. What's the best? You think if I can make $10 million, you think I don't mind throwing 1.5 to that offensive lineman? I already got your deal ready. All you need to do is commit to the school, and you good.
I'm gonna give you 2 just for the fuck. just because I don't like
The local coffee place. I got $100,000 for you. I get 7 to 8 companies or businesses in Boulder to throw you a couple of dollars each. And next thing you know, you as a kid, 18, 19, 20, already got $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 in your fucking pocket, nigga.
Yeah. So look, I think it's great for the kids to get paid. I'll never dispute any of that. But now they're paying attention, and I know they probably got agents and all that shit. They still in college. They still got agents and shit working with them, talking about, look, your best deal is here. Your best deal to transfer there. Do ba-da-ba-da, but whatever it is, the case may be. I think it's great. I think that's part of the reason why they picked him. I'm going to be 110%. He got 3 years. I think, I'm going to look at it like this, just as business-wise. He got 3 years to fuck up. Because the eyes are there. He ain't even gonna got the win. He got first 3 down. He could go 0. he could lose them all from here on out. People still watching. We showing up.
Yep.
It's gonna be more black folks in that stand driving through. Like, yo, what y'all doing over here? We going to see the game. Stay on that side of town. Whatever it is.
And you look at them
they
stands.
Go over there, see that.
And I've never seen white people love a black man so much.
He generates the money. I can't knock him. I'll never get mad for anybody moving up out of it. Shout out to Jackson State. That was his first venture into it. He got to learn how the colleges operate.
Right.
He's
always had a business mind.
Yep. Maneuver and then jump to the next team. You think in 3 years he might stay there? I don't know. Give me a bigger school.
I'm glad you said
I don't
that.
know what the bigger school is gonna be like. Well, come on down, player.
I'm glad you said that.
Go ahead. I don't want to cut you
go.
off. Deion Sanders buyout. If Colorado elects to fire Deion Sanders before the end of his contract, they must pay him an equal buyout 75% of his remaining salary obligations. If Sanders leaves Colorado for any reason, most likely to accept a better job elsewhere in the world of college or NFL, he would owe Colorado, liquidate, damn it. So now look, that's a real compensated deal. I don't even know if Jackson was putting something like that on the state, even though it's a couple $100,000.
They just thank God he wanted
you
to come
owe
there.
us because we know what you're worth. We know what you're worth, and you leaving. Liquidated damages. Those damages are preset at $15 million if he leaves after the 2023. That's not a lot. Season. They decreased to $10 million after the second season and continue to decrease throughout the length of the contract. That fool's out after 3.
So now again, if he decides to leave, now mind you, he's pretty much followed his kids throughout their entire career.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of people saying he might try to.
Is it one a senior now? Isn't it one a senior?
Well, that's the thing. Both of them are eligible to be to come
go
into
to
the
the
draft.
NFL, right? Yeah.
To come to the NFL, but the whole thing is, would they? Why would they? Especially his son, who's a quarterback. With so many quarterbacks coming out of college this year, would this be the best thing for him? It's not about the money. Prime has money. It's not about the money. He's the number one fucking NIL deal. But I guess they'll really work through that situation, find out what's the best overall for them. But technically, both sons can come out, even though Deion has talked about they ain't going nowhere. They're both coming back. So we'll see how that situation works out.
All right, 3 years with my kids.
Now, you talked about leaving.
Oh, I don't know how long now.
You talk about him leaving. And you have other people talked about him leaving. And if he leaves, he would go to one of the other bigger programs.
Okay.
All right. Now, we already talked about how much money he's making per year. Averages out to about $5 million a year, or his base salary is $500,000.
Not including any preset.
Right. Preset with the incentives and everything is where it gets into the $5-6 million kind of range. So let's look and see what these other coaches are making every year.
Nick Saban, Alabama, $11.7 million
per year.
Dabo Swinney, Clemson, $11.5 million a year. Kirby Smart, Georgia, $11.25 a year. Lincoln Riley, USC, estimated $10 million plus. Brian Kelly, LSU. Damn, LSU was paying that much? $9.81 million. Mel Tucker, Michigan State, 9.5. Ryan Day, Ohio State, 9.5. Jimbo Fisher, Texas A&M, 9.5.
All right, so
damn,
those are the bigger schools. So they're saying if he leaves, he should go, or he would go to one of those bigger schools, if not the NFL. But a lot of saying you have Nick Saban, who might be retiring and all this other stuff, and he would be able to continue the path. And you want to say something? What you got?
I don't want to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Finish your thing.
Go ahead.
We're fucking up on the math. His shit is at 29 point something.
That's a 5-year thing. That's over 5. No, those salaries for them is every year.
No. I got you. You saying with the contract, with the extras of his contract, he's at 5 point something.
That's where the
that's what we're estimating.
That's what right.
No, that's got to be thrown out. That's got to be thrown out because they didn't tell you what exactly the extras are. Hence, I get a percentage of every. You just said, look, the kid gets a percentage of the sale because I'm the number one draft coming here. It's owned by the school technically, so the school gets a piece.
Ticket sales, merchandise.
Ticket sales through the roof. Yo, ticket sales alone now.
I'm gonna show you the numbers.
So, but think about it. Okay, so this is all what we call variables. This is the X's and Y's and the Z's. If he negotiated because he know he could bring people, because he brung people to the back over Mississippi. If he bring the people, he just want to pack the stands, because the stands may be another $5 million per year by itself. So now I'm right there with Nick. I'm like, yo, Nick, I just made that offer. Oh, I sat back, bro. I let the assistant coach take it. I was sitting there playing the game, and I told my son off, we gonna have father-son time, and I made that because Lil Wayne and them was doing shit out there. I'm just saying. This is just a crazy hypothetical. We are so far off of his fucking contract, and I can't put it past him for his lawyers, agents, and the team to negotiate that now. Fuck, he might steal a Nike deal. Are they sponsored by? I know Nike sponsors all college, but
the Nike dude just hugged him on motherfucking at 50-yard line. Now, mind you, Oregon is sponsored by Nike.
The person who worked for Nike,
but
not
Nike
the boy,
just hugged Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, at the 50-fucking-yard line.
We're not talking about that as if he negotiated. That's a whole separate shebang. That may be a Nick Saban deal right there. I didn't mean to interrupt your thought.
Nah, you good. You good. You good.
But I'm just saying, at that level of negotiating of talent and stuff, you get what I'm saying? That's what you do. I can't just eat this one check. You can't get me just for coaching. Because everybody loved me because I talk. Everybody loved me because I'm sitting here doing this, and my kids are doing the same. So guess what? Now they come into, you get what I'm saying? You're going to pay me this check for that. And I know he had to negotiate extras on ticket sales and stuff because he got jerked, allegedly, from what you said, from back from old Mississippi. So that, pay me that 29, which breaks down to fucking 6-7. No problem. Here we go. I want 90% of the tickets.
He's already made millions off the glasses thing.
We're not even talking about the glasses because Nike gonna come over and sweep all of that. Yeah, you know that. It was good, but we here now. So go ahead, build up extra stadiums. Go ahead, put a new locker room in. And I get a piece of that. Fuck it. I made all those kids who went on the 86, all those 86 kids who went on the portal, gave them a promise. Look, player, I'm picking y'all. I'm going to give you an extra percentage when I bring this company in. We don't know. I'm just saying, you get what I'm saying? I'm the water boy in that bitch. Like, yeah. Nigga, you look thirsty. I'm running on the field.
No, we don't do filter water, nigga. We do Fuji Evian.
Exactly.
Up in here. We do real fucking water in this motherfucker here.
Yo, you got to be kidding me.
So, you just talked about it. Talked about the money. If you make money, I should make money, right? And he learned from his Jackson State University situation, and that's why it showed in there a lot of his money is incentive-based. So when they played Nebraska, how much you think? Just give me a crazy number you could think they made just off of that Nebraska.
10 mil? Restaurants, hotel, retail businesses are getting a boost from the Buffaloes, of course. Home opener, September 9th versus Nebraska. A 36-14 Colorado win delivered by Boulder area, $17 million in direction. Yep. Yeah, the community's going to want it. Yo! It's a builder.
So again, in this, I want to bring this, and I want to say this. This is the difference between racism and fake racism and true racism. Just want to put that real quick. Before people talk about this black and white stuff and using this and using that, and I talk about some all blacks sometimes isn't always right. You had a man who worked for all black, got jerked. Now he's working with white and incentive-based. And he's putting money in their pockets. And in return, they're putting money in his pockets. So when I said about that whole situation is a true racist, wouldn't take your money no matter what. They don't want you in their establishment, anything like that.
Get away from me. Yes.
Get away from me. We won't want anything from you. And the fake racist is like you ladies, who creates this $1 trillion hair business. When you go to the local hair store where the Asian person won't even put your money in their fucking hand. They'll put it on an account and want you to pick it up. They won't put it in your fucking hand. And if you don't believe me, think about the last time you went that motherfucker and you bought that Brazilian fucking shit and you picked that money up off that fucking counter because they refuse to put it in your hand. That's fake racism. I'll take your money. I don't like you. I don't want to fuck with you, but I'll take your money because I'm able to live up there in the Catskills and all these other shit. So I want you to understand that when I'm talking about numbers and it's about fuck with the people who fuck with you. I'm making money, so I'm going to make sure you make money.
It's rough. That's just capitalism. That's capitalism. That's the only reason why we have jobs.
Facts.
Everything in America is treated that way. It doesn't matter what the hell it is. Everything in America is treated that way. And
I just wanted to say that to prove people or give my opinion on all this black and white situation, who fuck with who don't want to fuck with who type situation. All right? Let's talk about money, some more money.
That's on top of the record-breaking ticket and merchandising sales at Colorado, with the school reporting an 892% increase, a team store revenue this year, 2,544% surge over year for year for the month of September. According to Hubert, Colorado has sold out every home game this season. We haven't had all the home games yet, but their tickets are already sold.
For the entire season for the first time in school history. Think about that. Last year, you could have got a ticket for $20 or $100.
Right.
Right now, tickets are reselling for $400-$500, nigga. You listen to that. Listen to that. People are buying the tickets and reselling them for $400-$500, and their season sold out. This is business, people. You know Deion's going there. It's going to be good. How many season tickets can I buy? I can buy 100. Give me 100. Give me 1,000. Give me 1,000 season tickets. And guess what I'm doing? I ain't going to the game. I'm going to go on this motherfucking Ticketmaster.com, all this other stuff. Now, mind you, I told you, it went from $20 to about $100. The cheapest ticket you could get right now, look, last night was $349.
So wait. We talking about a percentage of it. The more you increase that price, everything's over the price there because theoretically it's a school, should be monitored. They should know the tickets always go for 20. Let's say $20, right? $20. Everybody reselling them. If they are a monitored resale site, I'm making money off of that shit.
Hand over fist, nigga.
Now I wanted to tell you that when they talk about income stuff, his income is already calculated because they already sold out.
For the year. Every home game sold out.
Here's this season, Deion. Here you go.
Already made money.
This is what you're going to make.
I already know. It's already figured out. So, again, we're talking about money.
Is he getting concessions? We don't know. Is he getting a percentage of the people who donate to the program? That's something he can ask for, too. Yo, Bill's Cookies usually gives $100,000, but now since I'm here, they gave $250. I'm gonna need give me 3% of that, and add that to the check. Whatever the fuck it is, we don't know. I'm talking wild and I'm talking over the thing, but that would not be out of the fucking ballpark to ask for. No. And my team is already on it. And when we go to places like that, they already do their research, so they know he's big there. They know he's big there. That's going to be rough because let's put it this way. If I was going to go skiing and they're playing a game, yo, we here?
Sold out, nigga.
Yo, we here?
Sold out.
But now look, but that's my point.
All the hotels are sold
what
out.
y'all two black motherfuckers from New Jersey who ain't got no kids in college doing up over here? Yo, we heard Coach was playing. We said, let's see it. We was on the Alps anyway.
Yep.
So we just came through. We was like,
people who wasn't watching it. People who never went to a game want to go to the game. They want to be in his presence. They want to be in the aura. That's
the issue. They had every goddamn recording artist standing on the sideline just chilling.
Lil Wayne brought him in. You got brought in by Lil Wayne. You had Offset talking about hit my new single October 24th. You had The Rock on the sideline. You had the Wu-Tang on the sideline.
We all forgot The Rock made that second league, the pre-NFL league. So now, at least the rest of them 86 kids, y'all got a place to play. I'm going to get you a couple $100,000. Don't worry about it. You ain't making the NFL.
You may not go to NFL.
But you're going to come right
but
on
you're going to go and get some kind of career where you can take care of your family.
I'm getting up out of here. I'm going to get up on out of here. I'm not mad at him. He did what an owner do. He did.
So I'm gonna bring it home right now. I'm gonna put this back up. Why in the hell would he go to another school where the other coach's name, the Sabins and all the other stuff, will always be associated with that school? Have you ever seen Coach Prime live in someone else's shadow? He's never lived in anybody else's shadow. He's always stood out. He's going to stay, in my opinion, unless he goes to the NFL because he's followed his sons, he's going to stay in Colorado, and Colorado's going to be the new Georgia, the new LSU, the new Alabama. And Coach Prime is going to be the highest paid fucking coach in the history of college sports. And we didn't even talk about the motherfucking TV deal.
All right. These schools here are top rated schools
These are the biggest
in
highest paid
the program.
right.
Forget higher paid.
College football, these are the biggest
Everybody here
schools.
is close to winning.
Georgia's entire team got drafted in the NFL last year. Just to give you an idea.
Cool. We missing about 100 fucking schools. I told you. So you're playing off of his pride. I don't want to live in anyone's shadow.
You never have.
We can't. Whoever fills up after him is already in a losing battle.
You ain't lying.
Because and it ain't got nothing to do with winning football. They can win all the games. They'll never be able to produce as much money for the school as what's the name there. So either that school here. So let's say they get to 3 years. He stayed 3 years. Here's the deal. Because 10, 15 mil, that ain't nothing on losing. Paying you back 10, 15 mil. So when you start taking the numbers that low, that means that gives you some area of where the other numbers are. You understand what I'm saying? If they thinking you leaving is only going to cost us $15 million, somebody somewhere was severely underestimated because I just brung in $15 million when I brung in Wayne and all those fucking fools.
One fucking weekend, nigga.
So look, these are the key indicators of the contract. Well, why is that number $6 if you leave? But this shit is $200,000. What the fuck? You see, we far from the mark. We far from the mark. His legacy ain't about the fucking game. This is what we're missing, people. Nick, Kirby, Lincoln, all they doing is playing the game. Hold up. They're not feeding into the school besides the game as much as he is. I can see LSU coming to him. We about to fire this nigga. What you need? I got 3 blank checks. Just make the prices different on each account. We can't make it look funny. We gonna get this happening. Don't worry. This nigga fucking some other wife anyway. We got to get out of this.
But just put it again, all those coaches, 90% of the players are black.
Of course, they're big problem.
And in the top 20 schools, I think only 2 coaches are black. The rest of them are all white.
So look. Okay, and again, these are only the top schools. You're missing. Give me the third. No. Give me the third rated school. So you said they were like 0 out of 11, whatever Colorado was.
1 and 11 last year.
Okay, there's hundreds of colleges, my nigga, and whatever. How many? At least 50 on that level. Nigga, this is 10. He make 11. Hold up. We missing. There's about a couple other mid slots. He gonna slide in and do this repeat. That's what you missing. So in 3 years, you looking at the big dudes. Fuck him. He gonna triple up at the next school doing this. And that shit may be Rutgers. I don't know. Rutgers may not even be the same league. He come to Rutgers showing his dick out. You don't think we be building a new stadium down on New Brunswick? Yo, we just started construction in the middle of winter. You get what I'm trying to say? Whatever, and I don't think they play on that division. But you see what I'm saying? We still missing other schools that nobody's thinking of. And again, you don't go to the top school because the rest of the world is looking at you to win games. The business of the school, all colleges are businesses. They're sitting there like, look, nigga, can you make us $100 mil a week? Nick, can you do it? No? Well, what we talking about, Nick? What the fuck is we talking about? I ain't going to the NFL, nigga. I'm still here. I'm still the president. What are we talking about, Nick? That's what people are missing.
Yeah. He's gonna change. He's changed it. He's going to continue to change it. And again, you have him bringing that in. He's already, I think, the number 1 or number 2 offensive lineman, the quarterback. They've already taken visits.
So here's another reason why I say I don't think after 3 years he'll go to the NFL. He can't perform this stunt at the NFL.
Can't, no.
Let's
Not
be
like-
let's be
not on
let's
this
be
level.
1,000.
Not on this level.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's be 1,000. He can't perform this stunt anywhere at the NFL. I don't give a fuck if you go to the Buffalo Bills, Cleveland Browns. He can't perform this stunt. He can't perform this stunt. He'll be respected. They'll be looking at him to do traditional shit. You get what I'm saying? Win games, play the NFL, dirty rule tricks, whatever the fuck it is. You get what I'm saying? He won't be able to eat like he gonna eat here.
No.
And there's no guarantee the team that we draft his kids will be the team that he can go coach for.
No,
Unless he said, yo, we going to the Giants. I'm the Giant.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And y'all
chance
just
of
coming.
them going on the same team, it could happen.
It could,
But-
but it's not a guarantee. So you get what I'm saying? So like, if we're playing this theory, it all falls apart. So I don't think the NFL is minded into it because we're all obviously looking at this money chart here.
Yeah. Like
You
I
see
said,
what I'm saying?
I say stay in Colorado, and he'll be making about $30 million a year.
Nope. I think his team, because they got him focused on, I think his team and his they're going to see what they're going to do next year. So year 2, mark my words, year 2, and then you look at all those other secondary teams that were better than Colorado, but wasn't the top 10. Fuck with me, because that means their program should be larger. So that means they can offer, they gave you 30 for 5, flat out 30 for 5.
I'll give you 100.
I
Give you 100.
I gave you 100 for 3. I'll give you 100 for 3. And you see what I'm saying? And then now let's do the negotiation. What you need?
But like you said, you talking about 800% increase. You're talking about a 2,500 increase in from the month to month, from the year prior calendar. So anything he's done is definitely going to be incentive based, and who wouldn't give it to him because it's already showed to be what happened.
Yo, we missing this shit. Look at the game. Look at the stadium when it's time to get to it. Stadium full.
Yeah,
It's Oregon. I'm not down Oregon. I'm not down Oregon. Yes, they're not playing.
Anywhere they
at
go,
home.
it's going to be sold the fuck out.
No, you're missing again. Yes, it's gonna be sold out because he come to play. It's like when I was younger, we go to a Knick game. Knick versus Bulls. That shit sold out.
Sold out.
They knew they was gonna lose.
Yeah.
Nigga, don't show up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
the shit sold out.
You wanted to see the traveling band. You want to see it.
You go see Knicks Nets, nigga. I'll just walk down to the fucking court side. I paid. I'm all the way up there, but I'm walking down the court side. They just like, go ahead, player.
Ordering a $100 box of
Yeah,
popcorn.
don't even worry about
Like,
it.
nigga,
player.
you better not drop a kernel.
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Literally, don't worry about it. You know, these back in the day. But you see what I'm trying to say? All the other school leagues are going to eat from it. They're going to watch this. They're going to watch all the other people just show up. Oh shit! I didn't know he was playing the Chicago player. Well, I was in the studio over there. We're gonna go to the game.
Guess who's in town?
Yo, we gonna go here again.
I remember back in the days in Michael Jordan's heyday, bitches was giving pussy.
Don't think these bitches ain't giving pussy, nigga. They got the age range. What you want? You want a mature one or you want one of these young freshmen? They get out there. They all legal. Go get them. Don't get that shit twisted, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying how it is, but now the whole what's the NAACP or NAACP
NCAA,
yeah. So now they have to view those antics because you're selling everything out at a fucking thing. You're boosting each time. Teams may be like, yo, we want to play them we want to play them early in the fall, not towards the winter. Nah, y'all was already scheduled for that. No. Because we want to line up to sell this. Don't think those shits don't happen when they make the schedule.
Yep.
So you see how much of an effect he causes on the thing,
Right, and like you said, you had again a 10 p.m. game that had the most views in the history of that time slot.
I'm saying
on ESPN.
I'm saying
money goes no matter where he goes.
He realizes his worth. His team, and he has a team. His team is doing the job. By year 2, they'll know where he's going, or they'll sit there and they'll start early negotiations.
Oh, renegotiating right now, nigga. Fuck that. renegotiating right now.
But that's my point. They'll sit there and they'll start early negotiations. You
For 3 years, we ain't worry about 3. We're gonna tear it. We're gonna tear that shit up. We're gonna tear that shit. Now again, you already sold out the entire year. Years sold out. You've already made every penny you're gonna make from that. And then on top of that, now every network. Here's the thing: the network that the game was on, and you had every other network that wasn't showing the game there just to get an interview.
Yeah.
And like Jeff said, you think they're not gonna be fighting for Colorado games next year?
Again, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I'm with it. It's capitalism at its finest. Eat them up. Let your team do their working. Keep those accountants and everybody around the clock. We keep them moving. Yo, do the number counters. I know he got people watching the tickets. He got people watching the stands, so they won't try to okey doke them like the old school.
You got somebody counting people, nigga.
Yeah, you damn right. Hold
on.
yeah. She brought in a baby. She was holding.
Yeah,
she was holding one. Yo, I can't knock him. Get everything you're gonna be worth, but we all forget about if he wants to duplicate this play, those mid-level teams the programs are slightly bigger, but they're not top 10.
Right, but the thing is that he's going to be able to bring in those big players that those other schools were able to bring in.
I said duplicate the play. Yeah.
So once
he's coming with a whole new
once he
86.
actually get those big offensive linemen, big defensive linemen to go with all those other skilled players, it's over for college football.
Again, that's what I'm saying. He about to duplicate it. Yo, my portal is already open. What school I need to put in?
That 3-star guy, again, that we talked about, I already talked about it. I already got Boulder's Bakery with $50,000 already. Now, mind you, where a lot of these college players are coming from, they black, they're coming from broken homes. You think that player can't use that $50K?
Was he the one who was talking about the broken home shit?
Well, a lot of them come from broken
homes. No.
I'm
the college talk about I look for players from broken homes.
That was a different guy,
right? That was the other guy. Okay.
So you really look at it and think about that, the type of players he's going to be able to bring into Colorado next year. These other programs are going to suffer. I think within next year and the year after, I don't think he'll ever lose another fucking game after year 3 if he stays in Colorado with the amount of players he'll be able to bring to Colorado if he stays in Colorado, or like Jeff said, wherever he goes.
Wherever the fuck he go.
The players he'll be able to bring to that school with the winning. Now, mind you, his offensive coordinator was a head coach at Kent State and quit to be an offensive coordinator for Deion Sanders, because why? My games are going to be showed everywhere. I'm going to get all the publicity in the world, and there's a lot of offensive coordinators that are in coaches in the NFL right now.
Miss me with that shit. Of course, if you don't think he's on the phone with a team, with Deion, hey, give me the phone, player. He won the good ones. Give him a shit. You see what we did. You know he know it. All right. He said you start Monday.
I'm going to end it with this. Again, Tom Brady came from Michigan. 6th-round pick, considered the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. Rings on top of rings on top of rings. When the last time you said Tom Brady at Michigan practice helping one of those quarterbacks out? He's in Colorado, though.
He don't even play with his own kids. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Am I wrong?
He's a good father.
Am I wrong?
Man,
nigga, the sound was like you ain't even play, nigga. Fuck out of here.
What Deion is creating, he's creating something that we've never seen before. Coach Prime is creating a juggernaut like we've never seen before. I'm telling you, I believe he's going to stay because that Rick, the guy who gave him a chance, is a very intelligent person. Now, mind you, he went through 4 coaches in 5 years trying to find the right fit, and he found the right fit. And he's a straight dude. He's all about money. He's all about business. And he's going to take care of the people that he needs to take care of. And I guarantee you, Deion Sanders will have the largest coach's contract that ever existed in college sports. And by the year, I say about 2 years from now, the amount of players he'd be able to get, they'll never ever lose a fucking game as long as he's there.
I agree with that. I agree with that part.
Anything else before we get out of here?
Nah, man. Nah. Enjoy this rain.
It's over for you.